Hey, what's up? It's me, Awesome Alley.
And I'm Raisa. Welcome back to 90 Days to Becoming an Awesome Person. Today is day 47.
Woo!
And always, we are going to start off with our quote of the day.
Thank you, Raisa. So today's quote of the day is, "The difficulty lies not in the new ideas, but in escaping from the old ones." This is from John Keynes. Once again, the difficulty lies not in the new idea, but in escaping from the old ones. Raisa, thoughts, comments, perspective.
It's definitely talking about thoughts and old ideas. And what I find interesting in this quote is that very fact that he's not just talking about thoughts anymore, he's talking about old ideas. Every single one of us has different ideas for different things in our life. And yet, sometimes the greatest idea may not be the right idea or the one we actually need. And when you hang on to that, instead of letting go, you stop yourself from actually getting into a creative flow where you can get more ideas, but then those ideas benefit you and benefit your journey. So that's what I think about the quote.
Okay, very interesting. See, I take more on a business perspective on the quote. The difficulty lies not in the new idea, but in escaping from the old ones. When you're trying to introduce something new to the marketplace, especially, right? Let's look at Bitcoin right now for a second. I'm just using it as an example. We don't know where it's going to go. We don't know if it's great. I don't know too much about it necessarily. Just using it as an example. You see, most people are still focused on, the credit cards and the cash, right? Well, now there's a cryptocurrency, okay? And cryptocurrency is for the internet, for online transactions and things now. So they're having a more harder time marketing to the public people and not necessarily the people who are looking into actually buying. So more of the public view. Or let's look at the internet when there was a big shift back in the 1999s, in the turn of the century and stuff. People weren't necessarily all for the internet. Nobody knew what it was. Nobody think what it was about. When we were talking to Doug the other day, he was telling us the interview with Doug Collins. He was telling us about how he had to come up with an entire business plan, business pitch, presentation, and everything just to tell people why he needed an email address. So you can see people weren't all for it, but that was the new idea. It was the new thing. It was going to be the best thing, and they had to get rid of the old one, right? You still see this today with parents thinking, oh, you need to go pick up a newspaper or something, right? It's all about just, how society's going and things. When Apple was introducing their stuff, they had backlash and stuff, but it's all because of their marketing that allowed, it's the way you market an idea to somebody, leveraging, their emotions, their pain points and things, and their gratification to the point where it can help you out, like what Apple has done with their amazing products. Okay, right, so what is our tip for today?
All right, so the tip for today is divine guidance is always present. When we ask to be led, we are led. And this was from the book The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. So I'm going to repeat that one more time. Divine guidance is always present. When we ask to be led, we are led. The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. So this is going back also to the quote about letting go of new ideas. When you have divine guidance or higher power,
letting go of old ideas.
Letting go of old ideas, and you have that, belief in higher power. It's always there. It's always present. And when you let go of old ideas, your creative flow can come back in. And, she's asking it refers back to ask and so you shall receive. There's nothing wrong with asking. I think it's the first step to anything, and it's how you get your answers. If you don't ask questions, you'll never get the answers to them.
Exactly. You always have to ask and you shall receive. The best thing you can do is just ask. What's the worst that could happen? You get a no, you get a yes, right? What can happen? You get a yes or a no, or you get some sort of an explanation why not, right? It's not even that bad. Just ask. It's not that hard. And for this, when we ask to be led, we are led. There is a post on Instagram of a person praying, asking for bread, and instead, God, at the time when the post handed him a shovel. And I want to know if you can understand that what's it called? They said that
What?
post there, like that. What's it? I can't. Metaphor. This word I'm thinking. Yes, metaphor. You know, he's praying and asking for bread, but instead God gives him a shovel. What does that mean? You have to. That he's still leading you in the way, right? He's not just gonna give you what you want. He's gonna make you work for it, or whatever you may believe in. It's a progress. You first have to make action towards what you want, and then they will help and ease your journey after that. So having some sort of faith, whether spiritual, religious, or meditation, if that's for you, allows you to stay grounded in your ways, so you don't just start floating off and get lost, but you have some way to reground yourself, whether religiously, spiritually, or what would like meditation and other physically. Yes, thank you. So that is your tip and quote for the day. Once again, the quote is: the difficulty lies not in the new ideas, but in escaping from the old ones. And your tip,
and then
Risa?
the tip is divine guidance is always present. When we ask to be led, we are led. And that was from Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way.
Perfect. Thank you, Risa. Make sure to actually grab your free 30-day PDF journal by clicking the link in Instagram, on our bio, on Facebook, in the description, on YouTube, also in the description of this video. Join us, have a great time, and this was presented by APSO. Awesome people,
shaping our world.
Remember, you are awesome,
and you can make the world a better place.
Bye.
Bye.